Okay, the first episode of Hinamatsuri. I'm just gonna say brilliant, like magnificent. Like from a trailer, it already looked to be a good anime. Like the only problem with this anime is the animation. It kinda is like meh, but all over, if you speak about the storyline and stuff, it's a pretty good anime in a way. But the only problem here is the animation. Like I said, it kind of looks bad in certain parts, and certain parts it's just alright. There is no good animation in this anime. So if you're going with a high animation expectation, this anime is not made for you, because you will not get that high anime expectation that will meet your criteria. But what will meet your criteria is good story, because that's what I got from episode one. Because straight away, I like that. I like the story. I like the characters already, like the Yakuza, Nitta, and also Hina. So I really like both of those characters. One is a stoic type, uh, your psychogenetic robot character, and on the other hand, uh, you got a Yakuza member who's like the favorite of the boss and stuff, and he's pretty much a collector of wases and wasses and stuff. So, uh, in a way, it's a very weird combination to have a Yakuza member and a robot. I think so. She's a robot, okay? Because the way she acts and stuff, it kind of feels like she's a weapon made up, like a robot made up. If that is wrong, I'll get just correct me. I make up theories, so it's just if I'm wrong, just correct me. But to what I saw in this first episode, it kind of looks like she's a robot, but in a way, she's also a human. So basically, a cyborg, most probably. So yeah, and that's the thing I got, because this also has a sci-fi genre in it, so it was probably has to deal with machines and stuff. So that's the reason why I say that she may be a cyborg. But leaving all that aside, what I really like is how Hina was introduced. Like, you gotta like it. Like, she comes out of nowhere, hits him on the head, and then just goes down rolling. Yeah, it's funny, okay? And then there's that one moment where, like, Hina just picks up all the vases and just bangs down on the ground. It's like, they're too expensive. Why did you do that? Like, I could understand. Anybody would be frustrated. And Yakuza member would be the most frustrated one year. Like, it's funny. But also, this anime kind of reminded me of Elfen Light or Elfen Light. Now, I'm not saying an aspect of like, oh, it's gory, it's very serious, dark, gritty. That's what I don't mean like that. Okay, I meant like the storyboard, like a girl who has psychic powers and stuff meets a guy. Now that storyboard reminded me of Elfen Light, because if you have watched Elfen Light, what's the name? The girl's name? I forgot. The pink-haired girl. She basically meets with this guy, like she has psychic powers, and she stays with this guy. That's basically what Hina reminded me of. Like, she comes out of nowhere, pops up, and then starts staying with this guy, a Yakuza member. Kind of remind me of that, but I'm not saying there is anything similar to that. Okay, I'm just saying one thing that is similar. What reminded me of Elfen Light in this. Other than that, it was a pretty good episode all over. Cause way it was like the way Hina was made out, like she's drooling in classes and beating up gang members and stuff. That shit got me like, oh, especially when Nita, he thought that Hina was almost like Hina was dead. She's going in there and she's dead. That was funny. Okay, he was screaming about for Hina and stuff, and the next thing you know, Hina is breaking stuff inside, inside out. It is funny. Like, yo, that's funny. Okay. Also, we also see in this chart, there's a glimpse of this one fighter, a Chinese firefighting. Now, yes, a Chinese fire. And how do you know that's a Chinese fire? Because the clothing style that resembled a very much very much resemble the old style Chinese clothing style. And yes, I know what old style Chinese clothing style, but I know what I mean. I know. Also, I saw kind of these monk type dressed people, and monks mostly reside in China. So that's the reason why I say the starting took place in China, while this was taking place in Japan, most probably, because it was showing Tokyo and stuff. So most probably this is taking place in Japan, and the start, the one that one took in China, and we also see that it takes 3 years later. So most probably there's gonna be a time skip, and by time skip I mean by season end of this season. I think so, because I don't think so this is gonna be a long one. This is gonna be another 12 episode thing, right? Because correct me if I'm wrong, if this is a 24 episode thing or not, but if this is a 12 episode thing, then I think so 12 episodes after that there's gonna be a time skip, and season 2 will arrive, and that's when we'll know what's happening 3 years later. So most probably that's the time skip we'll be having here. But I see this being a good series in a way because of the uniqueness it has shown to me. Like, obviously, it's kind of cliche here and there, but it also has its unique traits. For example, Yakuza and a psychic girl. I haven't seen a series like that. Like, I don't think so I've ever seen a series like that. A Yakuza member meeting a psychic girl, and a psychic girl scared the shit out of Yakuza. Oh, that's a thing I've never seen. Like, yo. Like, legit, I've never seen that. So I think so it'll be a fun series in a way. Like, I think so yeah, I think so I'll give it a rating of 8.5 out of 10 all over, because I will give this that the animation, it is bad, and trust me, it is bad. The animation is just like meh. It isn't anything special, because I did see the animation and I was like, I'm not a big fan of this. Like, no, it is bad. But in this way, if you look at the storyboard, if you look at other stuff like the character development, the characters that themselves, I think so the story is gonna be really eye-catching for me in a way, and it's gonna be a really good story. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I already got that impression this is gonna be a really good story just by watching episode 1, because it is funny, at the same time it tries to be serious. So you get what I mean. Like, this reminded me of Hitman Reborn in a way. Now, what I mean is, like, the first 25 episodes of Hitman Reborn, if you remember, it's all funny shit happening. Like, left and right, you'll see funny shit happening in very gaggy style. And then 25 episodes later on, you see shit get serious. So I see that happening here too. Like, first 2 episodes, funny shit is gonna be happening in this series, but a few episodes later, we will see some serious fights and stuff. Like, serious fights. By serious fights, I mean serious fights, because we already see at the start that this Chinese girl, she is fighting a bunch of monks. So yeah, or apprentice monks, more like, that's what I would say, what I would call them. But yeah, I think so that's what it gave me the impression of. Like, it's gonna start off as in a gaggy way. It's gonna be like that little gag stuff happening here and there in the first few episodes, like first 3 or 4 episodes, and then the stuff is gonna get serious. Because I've seen animes like that, which start off like that, and then all of a sudden, you out of nowhere, you'll see like shit get serious out of nowhere. You'll be like, oh shit, that I did not expect. But yeah, all over, yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for me for this anime. Like, first episode, impressive. Like, animation is bad, but the storyboard, impressive. Now, let me know where you scale for this episode from 1 to 10. And don't forget to like if you like my content. Also, don't forget, Boku no Hero Academia Season 3 will be coming out today. So, are you excited? Because I am, but I'm not excited because it's a beach episode, so yeah. Yeah, I was here expecting a field trip arc in Boku no Hero Academia Season 3 or the first episode, and they're like, no, screw you, we're gonna give you a beach episode. An anime original, okay? It's not a filler. It's an anime original. Because the name filler is a stain to all animes. So yeah, it's an anime original. Yeah, so yeah, I'm expecting some good stuff. I expect some good stuff from Boku no Hero Academia this season because I already know what's gonna happen, and I'm excited. I'm hands down excited for what's gonna happen this season. I hope you guys are too, manga readers. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, peace.